Hello everybody and welcome to INDYCAR qualifying, where at the moment we have a yellow flag and a delay to proceedings. Just a short delay here. We are on air and the green light goes on. We're underway now. We're waiting for the live timing to become available for us up here in the comms box in order to get the driver tracker for you. We would have our usual timing 71, but as we've discovered, they have changed the system. Brand new timing tower. So we've got the basic timing tower, and then tomorrow they'll be lined up against each other. So it look a bit of a mess, but we'll fix it hopefully coming into Thermal Club, or if timing 71 fix it tomorrow. But brand new season for INDYCAR, the last couple of races with these cars before we change over to hybrid after the 500. Joining me in the comments box, Josh T, who is just setting up for OBS because he'll be hosting the stream tomorrow and leading some of the commentary and joining the team permanently.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, what could go wrong? Everything's going wrong this weekend. But one thing that isn't, joining the team permanently is Adam Lemridge is joining us for INDYCAR in 2024. And Adam, we're in Florida at St. Pete and he looks absolutely wonderful. Hello, my friend. Nice to see you.
Hello, Josh. It's always a pleasure to be with you guys, and hello, everybody. This year, Alex Lowe has got a huge target on his back over. I think this year, this NTT INDYCAR Series season is going to be crazy. You've got at least 10 to 15 drivers who have a shot to win a race this year, and I'll give you guys a little hint. My pick to win the championship is the same driver who I'm picking to win the race tomorrow. And he's here in Group 1 qualifying. So after Group 1 qualifying, I will tell you.
Oh, I can't wait.
So
that's going to be a lot of fun.
One more hint. I'll give you one more hint.
Oh, go on.
He drives for the captain. Roger Penske.
I think we all have a rude underestimate, don't know, for what we could be seeing added into it.
I've got a feeling
that tonight's gonna be a... What?
I've got a feeling about who it is.
If you know me, then you know already. So I won't say any more.
So they're out the track, 9 minutes. So it's a 10-minute Q1, Q2, Q3. She's given us the coverage for this weekend as well. We're about 30 seconds back, but that's perfect, considering that it would have been an hour behind and us not be able to do the commentary. So I know you're going to rest your voice a bit after this week, Jess, but hello. I hope you're all right.
Hello, yeah, I'm doing good, and yes, hopefully this is the first INDYCAR race of the season, and I remember watching St. Petersburg last year as well. It was it was kind of chaotic, I remember, last year with a lot of cautions. I expect the same this year as well, but got some interesting situations as well. We obviously in Formula 1 we had to fill in with Behrman. In INDYCAR, we got the same, but for McLaren, who I think Karen Ilott is replacing the drivers. So that's what F1 and INDYCAR have in common. They both got reserve drivers in this weekend.
Yeah, and we've had to change again because the driver track is not available. So we've opened up the live timing so you can see it at home. We've put our cameras to the side. Literally, we're having to run around because INDYCAR, again, can't get their timing system sorted on the opening day of the season. So we're having to sort of switch around and create different screens, so hopefully you'll bear with us here as we get used to the new season. But anyway, back under orders as well as we come into it, and Armstrong again fastest on the board as he continues to swoop in. I think Adam as well, we're seeing on Marcus Armstrong getting back into the groove of things this season as we see a little bit of a off-track excursion for him.
Yeah, Marcus Armstrong comes into this year as a rookie in the NTT INDYCAR Series. He drives under a legendary name in Chip Ganassi Racing. Solid career in motorsports all around, so can't wait to see how he does this year. I think he will contend for some possible top 5s and possible top 10s. And right now we are on board with last year's Indy 500 champion, Joseph Newgarden, driving for Team Penske, and Well, let's go for a lap in the garden here around the street circuit. It's half airport runway and half city streets. It's quite a remarkable track. I think we all remember Casneva's winning here one year and climbing the fence.
Yeah.
Where Dan Weldon Way is in honor of his friend who passed away in Las Vegas. This is a great track. Happy to see IndyCars start their year here again here in Florida. And well, I'll ask you guys this: do you guys think Alex Palou can win the championship again this year, or do you think it will be someone else?
I've got a feeling it's going to be somebody else personally, but I think Palou did brilliantly last year. But you've got Ericsson up there, you've got Newgarden, you've got Dixon, you've got McLaughlin coming on form. There's so many people coming in that you've got to keep your eye on.
What about you, Josh T? Do you think we'll see a different champion this year?
I've got a feeling yes. But then again, it's IndyCar and anything can happen. There's Alex Palou. Different livery, of course.
Yeah, Grosjean's.
From last. Yeah.
Roman Grosjean's old livery when he drove for Andretti Global. Last year it's called Andretti Autosport, and this year it's called Andretti Global. And but you can give a call to Tom Blomqvist right now, because at the top of Group A qualifying. Last year, he made one corner at Toronto, and it wasn't a successful start. This year, he's full-time in the IndyCar series. He comes over from sports car racing, where he was successful over at Meyershank Racing. So, how do you guys think Tom Blomqvist will do in his rookie year with Meyershank Racing?
I think Blomqvist is going to be quite good, to be fair. I mean, he's classified as a rookie, but she said he did several races last year. Was really impressive on the oval races he debutised in. I think we're going to see him right up there at the top quite quickly. He's had all the testing. And, of course, you get race 1, then you get the £1 million challenge at Thermal Club, which is a non-championship event, which we will be covering, by the way, just to let everyone know. And then you get race 2 at Long Beach. So it all changes up.
Yeah.
Into turn 1 comes Palou. First sector time's looking good. Just like to point out at the moment, because we've got lacking of timing as well up here. So you've got more information than us back at home if you're watching, even though it's basic. So it looks like, tomorrow it looks like we might have to have this. I think that's what you're doing, Josh, aren't you? You're getting the new timing system set up on OBS, aren't you? That's what you're doing.
The battle screen is meh.
Yeah.
But the main combox screen, which I'm guessing we're on now, that is, yeah.
Hopefully everything's sorted. But IndyCar, again, lacking on certain things, lacking on actual stuff, which is really annoying because it's like, well, we need a timing screen, and we loved timing 71. And then they changed it, and timing 71 hasn't been able to update yet. So it's like we're just waiting for it to update. But hopefully they'll get it sorted.
Which is why I'm on this camera, which hasn't been cleaned in ages, which is probably why it looks so scuffed, because my other camera, which is up here, is on OBS.
Yeah, that's fine. It's working fine. Josh T, just get working. You're streaming the race tomorrow. So first, top 6, Blomqvist, Newgarden, Ericsson, Palou, Rossi and Newgarden. Hang on a minute. McLaughlin up into 6th position now. I think I've got that wrong. Armstrong in 7th. He's going faster, so is Lundqvist, so is O'Ward. And what do you think of Pato O'Ward this year? I reckon he could be charging back now again. Another year with McLaren. I think a 5th year with McLaren. Is he going to be right up there to get some race wins and start attacking at the front?
Yeah. I think we'll see. I do think we will see Pato O'Ward in victory lane for McLaren this year. I think he's due for a win. Strong team and McLaren this year. He has some sensational teammates behind him. And I think, I do think we'll see Pato O'Ward find his way into victory lane. I don't think it's going to be a runaway like it was last year with Alex Palou. I think we'll see multiple drivers take wins this year, and I will say this: I'm so happy to see the season finale at Nashville Superspeedway on an oval like it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, the road. I mean, yeah, the street course in Nashville is nice, but I'm glad we're settling it on an oval, because I remember when the season finale was at Auto Club Speedway in Fontana. It used to be called California Speedway, and oh boy, I always enjoyed watching the season finale. And I think the season finale is going to be incredible in Lebanon, Tennessee, which is outside of Nashville.
Through now the corners. Ericsson's gone fastest overall. We're watching the number 8 at the moment coming in. That's Linus Lundqvist. Marcus Ericsson now in the 28. Remember that number change. Don't get too confused with the new numbers. This is Marcus Ericsson now on board as well. And he's still going faster. 59.3703 across the Delta time. And IndyCar getting a lot of flack, by the way, because none of their systems are working. So, so much for changing everything without doing a field test. That's the problem.
Josh.
Yes, go on.
Driver tracker is working okay for me, so it may be working okay for you now.
It has come on. Yeah, brilliant.
Nice. Cool.
Just in time, eh? Better late than never. I don't know how it's working here. I mean, it's not. Come on. Oh, it's been a pain.
Wait, is timing's on this time?
Timing 71 is not, but the multi-viewer is. At the moment, we're in the first session, so we're going to have our tops. I'll settle that in a second. Here we go then. Checker flags out. Ericsson, Armstrong, Award, Newgarden, VK, McLaughlin. They're the 6 that go through. Missing out is Palou, Rossi, Blomqvist, Lundqvist, Rasmussen, Simpson and Braun all out there too. So surprised that Blomqvist didn't get through there. Top 6 though have progressed. We'll hand it over and hopefully get our full graphics back. We'll hand over to NBC's World Feed team.
A little bit sooner.
Linus Lundqvist you rode with there, the rookie. He did not make it through. Tom Blomqvist in that 66 Arctic Wolf machine. He was at the top for a period of time. He is 9th. Race control, their attention has been grabbed by a couple of incidents out there in that session. Wonder if one of them was the Blomqvist Alexander Rossi incident, but they're checking out a few things. We'll update you on that when we hear more. But unfortunately for Chip Ganassi Racing, Kiffin Simpson, Linus Lundqvist and Alex Palou go no further. Yeah, 3 of the 5.
What a great start for the two Marcuses. Both Ericsson backing up the investment that Andretti Global made in bringing him to the team. He's producing just like he did in preseason testing at Sebring. And then Marcus Armstrong backing up what he did in practice 1 yesterday. Quickest of the Ganassi cars so far. Of course, you got Scott Dixon coming up in Group 2. But for Marcus Armstrong, wow.
I mean, wow all around up front. It's great to see Marcus Ericsson find that pace. He struggled a bit in second practice there. He did a full Control-C, Control-V of his teammate Colton Herta, who was P1 in second practice. And look at the results there, right up to the top alongside the other Marcus, as you said. Pato Award flying the flag for McLaren, moving alongside Joseph Newgarden.
You know, I always right-click and copy, but nice to pick up the keystroke shortcuts there from Hinch. This is quick working hands. Look at the rest of this here. Pato Award getting it done for Arrow McLaren.
Rinus VK has had a rock-solid start to this new racing season. In the top 5, the top 6. He's done it again in phase 1 of qualifying. The young Dutch driver, it looked like he has renewed his speed, his passion, fresh start. I think being under the tutelage of Ryan Hunter-Ray last season, he learned a lot from Ryan. Took a lot from the champ and Indy 500 winner and has grown in the off-season to be the lead driver at Ed Carpenter Racing. That's a big deal too.
It is. It's really a role change for him. I think he did learn a lot under Ryan. He said it as much last year, and now, you know, even though Christian Rasmussen is the same age as he is, he's 5 years down on IndyCar experience, so he's really got to stand up and take control in that new role as team leader at ECR.
All right, so we keep talking about new faces, new places, people changing. Let's talk more.
The 2024 IndyCar season will bring many new faces and new places. but a familiar story for Felix Rosenqvist.
32 years old now. I've been with a lot of teams. You kind of bring with you the best bits of every place you've been.
The Swede will try to return Meyer-Shank Racing to form. Also hoping for a turnaround is Romain Grosjean, who has landed at Junco's Hollinger Racing after 2 winless seasons at Andretti Autosport.
I think we just need to go on track and see how we can find our feet and get on a good start.
Taking Grosjean's spot at Andretti is Marcus Ericsson.
You just won the Indy 500!
And we just saw a tiger that we have never seen.
They want me to be a leader in the team. Definitely a bit of a different situation when I was in Ganassi, where you have Dixon who's been there for 20 plus years.
Linus Lundqvist joins Ganassi. The 2022 Indy Next champ wants to build on some strong runs in spot duty last year.
My goal is to learn as much as I can from this amazing team, but I know that I'm going up against some of the best drivers in the world.
A lot of changes to absorb for this new racing season, but that brings with it quite some excitement. Not so excited, though, is the 2023 and 2-time series champ Alex Palou. He's with Marty.
Yeah, Alex Palou does not make it into the Firestone Fast 12. You kind of predicted that this morning. You said, we've had our hands full in practice. Was it better in this session, though, Alex?
Yeah, it was a lot better. We were close, just needed a little bit more. But yeah, at least we found what we were missing this morning in practice. A shame that we couldn't really transfer on our first qualifying of the year. You don't really want to start like that. But anyway, it's going to be tough tomorrow to overtake. But yeah, it's about surviving and trying to get the best we can. The car is good, so yeah, we'll try and get that number 10 up front.
Alex Palou will start mid-pack tomorrow, Kevin.
So still deep conversations here on the Arrow McLaren pit box with Alexander Rossi. We saw it on the track. One of the things I want to ask to Alex, and I think they're talking about as well, is whether he was impeded from one of his first push laps. Did the car in front of you impact your qualifying on the alternates, Alex?
Yeah, but I mean, that's IndyCar. I don't really want to talk about that part too much. Car feels good. I think we have really good potential. It's just a mess on red. It's frustrating.
Thank you. Georgia.
Tom Blomqvist out of the car. I talked to Jim Meyer. He said, good effort for this team, especially for your first time here. What were your biggest takeaways from that run?
Yeah, I mean, just step by step, really, for me. You know, it's my first time here. Obviously, the start of a new season in the NTT IndyCar Series for me. So much to learn, and I didn't actually get a proper run in FP1. We had some mechanical issues with the car, so you know, when you don't know the track and you're kind of one practice session behind, it's obviously very difficult to make up ground in such a competitive series. You know, it's so tough, and just slowly getting more and more comfortable with the car, with the surroundings. You know, I'm not obviously going to be happy when I'm down in these positions, but you know, if I can see the progress, obviously that's something to take and be positive about.
Step in the right direction. Tom Blomqvist.
All right, let's get our ticket into part 2, T-Bell. Here we go with the man who has 2 decades experience here on the streets of St. Petersburg, but yet to see victory lane. Scott Dixon.
A really nice benefit for Scott Dixon being in Group 2 is that last-second ability, James. You've been on a big multi-car team like Andretti of glancing at the...
Green light's on, and I have just emailed timing 71. I wish I was kidding, I have. And here's our basics then. We've got a driver tracker back, which is great news as well. But I have emailed timing 71. Found their email, and I've sent them a link saying that it's broken. It's broken. Jess Ball's now going to get the it's broken sign out. As we see, Lundgaard 102.8.
I mean, I can do if you want.
It's broken!
There you go.
It's already gone.
Hello, Jess.
It's all broken. But anyway, yeah, so 8 minutes to go in this session. At least we've got
I couldn't wait to use that.
I thought you could.
Yes, I believe it. I believe it.
I didn't even know you were here, Jess. Hello.
Hi.
So yeah, we have a basic system. This won't be what we will have throughout the whole year, but it's a basic system.
It looks nice. It looks nice on the stream.
Yeah.
It does look nice, but I don't know. I'm torn because if timing
I like the
doesn't
cameras
work,
on the I like the cameras on the right hand side.
I like the cameras on the right. Yeah. We might have a couple of battle screens then, if that works, but it only works in qualifying, and when we don't have a driver tracker. But I'll do some.
I've been in and out because I'm waiting for my food to warm up, well, the oven to warm up.
on board now into turn 1, and Ilott does a faster time. Ilott, but we've seen quicker times than that, so he'll move in. What do you think of Ilott then? Adam, debutising this weekend for David Malukas. Do you reckon Ilott can perform a bit better?
Yes, I do, Josh. I think Colin Ilott will be a contender for some top 5s and top 10s this year. Win could come somewhere, but I don't see it happening. But let's give a call to someone right now who is sitting sixth in, who was sitting sixth in Group 2 and now is 7th is Colton Herta, and he was fastest yesterday in FP2, and I think Colton Herta wants to go out and prove that he wants those super license points and find a way to get into F1 in either 2026 or perhaps 2027.
Herta's gone fast, as you say, but we're on board with Christian Lundgaard just a second ago, and he almost threw it towards the wall, coming out of the back half of the track, across the control line, past the marina section. Getting very close up to it as well was Stingray Rob as they come across the line. So timing's updating nicely here. Herta, Rosenquist, Power, Grosjean, Kirkwood, Dixon. Rob goes into 7th place. So finding the times quick, changing down. Really enjoying this one as well. Lot of action to keep our eyes in this season, as we've been discussing. Race 1 tomorrow. I'll be with you for the first 45 minutes or so of the broadcast, then I'll disappear to cover MotoGP. Josh T and Adam will take you through the proceedings. I'll be back hopefully towards the end, depending on how long MotoGP goes on. Beauty is I can leave Megan in control, and Josh T has it completely.
Good news, Josh. I am cooking. I am on 3 burners, and it's all right. It's good.
Okay, good. Fantastic.
We are fine.
Fab. I like it.
Shall I keep
Megan will be relieved, I can tell you that much for a fact.
You watch. Me and Josh T have done all these OBSs, and then we're going to have Timing 71 back tomorrow.
Yes.
But we've done it. So, yeah, go on.
Shall I give a little bit of a...
can you do that? Quick? Yeah, do it. Yeah. Let's have a look, sis. So this is what it looks like tomorrow, right?
That up. Let me get up that, and then...
Let's have a look.
This is...
Oh, beautiful.
This is in works.
Beautiful.
It probably looks so weird on stream because it's twice of it.
Yeah. But you're making it work.
It works.
So presumably you're going to do what I did and have like 13 and then another 13 alongside it for the full grid. So like because I've got them 13.
I'm hoping.
Yeah. Ace. I've got the same. Perfect. Ace. Yeah. If not, we've always got a backup if Timing 71 doesn't work. And I think, as Jess said, it does look a bit nicer. Yes. But anyway, perfect.
Yeah.
We've got it. We'll make our way through.
Just stick with that tomorrow, Josh. Don't change it to Timing 71. Just stick with it tomorrow. Save you the job.
Thank you. Yeah. Hey guys, I want to talk about a driver who is sitting in P2 right now here in Group 2, and that is Kyle Kirkwood. Last year he won his first career win on the streets of Long Beach, and I think this year we're going to see huge improvements for Kyle Kirkwood. I think he is going to be a contender for the championship, and he will have multiple wins. What do you guys think of Kyle Kirkwood this year? Can he improve after last year?
I think he could. I think Kirkwood's grown up a lot last year. He did some stellar manoeuvres on last season, Kirkwood. And I think he's improved a lot. I think he's at home with that 27 squad, isn't he? He's built a nice rapport through them in testing. He's got it together. And of course, it's practically a season of 2 halves, isn't it? We've got this hybrid deal that's coming in after the 500. We don't know how that's going to work out. So we're sort of all just waiting to see what's going to happen next.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And also, I want to give a call to someone who's sitting in P5 right now, and that's Roman Grosjean. He comes over to Juncos Hollinger Racing after two disappointing years over at Andretti Global. So with this move, do you think Romain Grosjean can finally break through and get a win here in the NTT IndyCar Series and revive his great drives we saw when he drove in Formula 2 and Formula 1?
I don't know. Yeah. It's a different kettle of fish, isn't it? No power steering, of course, so still the same between the two series, but it'll be a lot. It's weird seeing Petro Fittipaldi here after we've had Enzo winning earlier on in the day. It's weird, but yeah. But I think Lundgaard's going to do well as well going out there.
I think Romain Grosjean is going to find a way to get a win here for Juncos Hollinger Racing.
Sorry, my brain skipped.
Really do.
My brain skipped, Adam, sorry. Grosjean, I thought you said Lundgaard. Grosjean, yes. Yeah, Grosjean will win. Grosjean will win. He'll win a race this year.
Yes.
I'm faithful.
I don't know where
If he doesn't, I'll be shocked.
What?
Yeah, I think this is a good move for Romain Grosjean coming over here to a smaller team like Juncos Hollinger Racing, and I think he's due. We have seen at times where he was there, but then something happened, either a crash or something like that. I think his time is due to win here in the NTT IndyCar Series in 2024, and I think another driver that is going to win is Scott Dixon, who obviously drives for Chip Ganassi. We saw him win last year at places we didn't think he would win, but he won. So I think Scott Dixon is going to win multiple races this year. He will definitely be a championship contender over there at Chip Ganassi Racing, and when he stops, I will be shocked. I mean, he could drive until he's 50. I mean,
easily done.
He's an Iceman. I mean, it's like, I have no clue when he's going to stop racing. I mean, he kind of reminds me of someone named Tom Brady.
Flags out.
But if you remember.
Yeah, Tom Brady is definitely with it. But flags out, by the way, just quickly. Check it out. So, who's going to improve? Herta, couldn't do it. Grosjean's in the pits, says Power, Lundgaard and Ferrucci, but everyone's backed off on their lap times a bit too much. I think we've seen our Firestone 12 go through, the top 12 shootout before the Firestone Fast 6. So, yeah, flags out. So, it's Herta, Grosjean, Rosenquist, Power, Dixon and Lundgaard. They're going through. Ferrucci, Eilert, Kirkwood, Canapino, Rahal, Roth, Fittipaldi and Harvey lose out on the times. Finish your point, Adam.
I'll say is this about Colton Herta and Felix Rosenquist and Scott Dixon in Romain Grosjean in the top 5. I do believe they will find a way to victory lane this year. And last year's championship was good. I think this year's championship is going to be really, really close. Like I said, Alex Palo's got a huge charge on his back after last year, and you guys know teams and drivers are going to be coming after him to take that championship away, as we see here for the Group 2 adventures. It is Colton Herta, Romain Grosjean, Felix Rosenquist, Will Power, Scott Dixon, and Christian Lundgaard. So those 6 will advance to the Firestone Fast 12 to determine who sits on the pole for the opening round of the 2024 NTT IndyCar Series season here on the streets of St. Petersburg, Florida. And as we see, the drivers that did not advance: Santino Ferrucci, Colin Milach, Kyle Kirkwood, Augustin Canapino, Graham Rahal, Stingray Robin, his second year here in the NTT IndyCar Series. So I think the Firestone Fast Club is going to be quite incredible. So I'll start with you, So I'll start with you, Josh B. Who sits on the pole for the opening round of the NTT IndyCar Series as we go down to pit road? Hold on.
Some
Josh.
smiles when you got out of the car, so take us through that run.
Yeah, honestly, our section Chevrolet was on rails. I'm actually bummed because we had more in it, but I mean, not being able to practice too, it's no one's fault. That's the thing. It's just some things that are unfortunate, but honestly, my boss Larry said, go out and put it 7 so we have all the tires in the world for the strategy for the race tomorrow. And yeah, you ask and you shall receive. So no, we're sitting pretty. Our car's got a ton of pace. I'm just looking forward to getting after it tomorrow.
Brush the wall just a tad there. How tricky are those conditions and how fast does it come up?
I was trying to use it like the cushion, get up in the wall, see if it'll launch you forward. I've been struggling in that corner. I think it's turn 9. I've been struggling in that corner all weekend. And man, I just kind of sent it a little bit, and it's just so difficult. And I knew I needed to get in the power, and like I said, I knew I was going to kiss it, and I was just hoping I'd kiss it the right way to give me that extra launch for that last 200s, but maybe not.
St. Petersburg, so tricky. Up on the cushion here on the streets of St. Pete.
That's a rare talent, James, that can fire off the sidewall like that. Let's learn some more down in pit lane. Kevin.
Callum Ilott is filling in for David Malukas, and he's had all of about an hour and 40 minutes in this car for Arrow McLaren. So P8 in your group, I would say that's pretty good. Do you agree?
Yeah, it's good. It's tough. Obviously, the series is super competitive, but we put on a good car. I think it's just so tight. Missed out a little bit. Of course, I've had a little bit of limited running, but you always want to be a bit better. So shame to miss out by a couple of places, but it's all right. We're doing a good job.
So you'll have another session tomorrow morning. When we get to race time, what is this experience like? Is it all about learning, or is it, I'm a race car driver, I'm trying to go to the front?
Oh, I'm a race car driver. Got to go. No, I'm sure we can put on a good race car. Qualifying, like I said, is super tight. I started from further back and finished quite far up last year, so I'm sure we can do a good job.
All right, Callum Ilott will be starting in a pretty decent spot tomorrow. By the way, confirmed with David Malukas, he is also going to be unavailable for the thermal exhibition race here in a couple of weeks, so maybe one more opportunity coming up for Callum Ilott. That is TBD, Marty.
Linus Lundqvist will start 19th tomorrow. Not often you see a driver starting 19th with a smile on his face after consulting with Brad Goldberg, but your first weekend for Chip Ganassi Racing. How's the experience overall been?
Overall, it's been great. Obviously, a little bit disappointed in qualifying and how it went. Wanted to be a little bit further up than that, but we know it's a long race. I mean, just looking back at these couple of races, we know how crazy they can get, so we're going to try to play it smart and hopefully gain some spots on Sunday.
You're a former Indy Lights champion, but even for a former champion, are there pinch me moments when you're sitting in a debrief with Scott Dixon and Alex Palou and guys like that when a few months ago you had no idea if you would have a ride in IndyCar?
100%. This whole offseason has been incredible, and, just looking back at kind of my path only 8-9 months ago, I had no idea that I would be racing, never to say in IndyCar together with Chip Ganassi Racing, so it's a pleasure to be here. But obviously, come weekends, you try to forget about all those things, and we're all here to fight for race wins and pole positions. Obviously, it's things not being able to fight a little bit better in quali, but like I said, hopefully we'll have a better Sunday.
Georgia, we've seen his willingness to drive it pretty aggressively in the race. Hope to see that tomorrow for Linus Lundqvist.
Absolutely, and I'm here with Augustine Canapino, just 3/10 out of it. You said this is the most confident you've ever been in this race car. It showed today, just not quite enough. Take us through your run.
Yes, only 3/10 off, but P10 in 1/10 of the fast 12. So for me, it was a really good qualifying. I'm really happy with the progression with the team. Impressive. Really good job from Juncos Collinger Racing. Thanks for Ricardo, Brad Collinger, the whole team, Romain P2. So definitely we are growing. I am really happy with that. Of course, a little bit angry with my lap because only 1:10 to the fast 12, but we are in a good position for tomorrow.
Take us back a year ago today. You said it's a night and day difference for you personally. So what's it like to come back to St. Pete?
Oh, definitely better in all of things. It's totally different for me. It's completely different, and I'm really happy, enjoying a lot the second season, and now go for it. I want to have a better season than last year.
Augustine Canapino. Kevin.
Kyle Kirkwood is not going to be able to advance. One of those that is very quick on street races. In fact, won 2 street races last year. Got to get a hat for your TV interview. What do you think? You had a quick car, but you missed a little bit of time this morning in practice. What kept you from advancing?
Honestly, just out of sync on laps for
for some reason we thought it was definitely going to be lap 3 or lap 4, and it was 100% lap 2. So I just really didn't even put together a good lap because of that. Honestly, I don't know if we would have matched Colton there on his primary tire run, but we would have been at least transferred into it. So disappointed with that. It's just kind of misjudged it, I guess, across the entire team on that one, because we did have a car to transfer. I thought we were definitely Fast 6 capable, but field's tight. It's tighter than it's ever been, and if you make a small mistake like that, like not understanding whether to go lap 2 or lap 3, it puts you out of the top 6 there in our group. So unfortunate, but our AutoNation Honda's quick. We know that. Teammates are quick, so hopefully they can go for a pole right now.
This is bad for you, but it's good for us, the viewer and the fan, because there is a really fast car with an aggressive driver coming from a little bit beyond mid-pack. Can you get there in this kind of a race?
You can. You gotta push. Who knows what's going to be tomorrow? Who knows if it's 2-stop, 3-stop? That's always a question here. Got to see how the start goes. Obviously, last year is hectic. A lot of yellows. So with those yellows comes probably a higher chance of a 2-stop. But if history repeats itself like last year, when people see a lot of yellows a year prior, the next year is usually all green. So we'll see what happens. Play it by ear. We'll come up with a plan to formulate to try and, I guess we're, 18th then, or 19th, 18th? Yeah, we'll have to dig through the field. So we're capable of doing it. I trust in the guys. We're good. Our pit stops have been really good at the shop over the off season, so they've worked hard with that. I've worked hard just visualizing, seeing what we need to do. Our car's fast, and I think this track suits us, so we should be good.
One thing that could be an advantage, some people think with a harder tire this year, it might be an alternate race. Kyle Kirkwood has an extra set of the alternate Firestones, Georgia.
Pietro Fittipaldi on his first qualifying attempt of his first full season with the NTT IndyCar Series. You mentioned a word, confidence, a little bit earlier, something that you're trying to find in yourself and the car. How important is this going to be to put together that season?
Yeah, it's super important. I mean, it's my first time in a street circuit with the IndyCar. It's a super tough track. So just gaining the confidence to be able to, feel the car out more in the corners. And we've been making steps, from yesterday to today and then again in qualifying. I couldn't put it all together there in qualifying, but for sure, things to work on for the race, and I'm looking forward to doing that.
Overall, what's your assessment of the weekend so far? I mean, both practice sessions and this have been crucial to your learning over the course of the weekend.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's been pretty chaotic and stuff, so now just looking forward to the race, having a good night's rest today, looking forward to making another step tomorrow. We knew that this first race was going to be tough. We only had 2 days of testing coming into here, and we knew it was going to be like progressive learning.
Don't glitch now. Right. Always the way, isn't it? Where glitches come as the green light goes on. The session is underway.
Curve here this weekend. So yeah, just keep working on it and
gone again.
Maximizing a good race tomorrow.
Maximizing and progression for Pietro Fittipaldi.
Good stuff, Pietro, and welcome back to the NTT IndyCar Series. There's a beautiful shot. Check that out of the Albert Whitted Airport circuit. Main straight, the runway. We're talking to you from just down the lower right there on the entrance to turn 1. Good stuff. That kind of sets the scene for you to help you understand we're racing on one of the runways there.
Right, cars are on track, but we are significantly delayed. I think about a lap behind, so if our reactions are poor, I apologise. Hello.
Shall I take it while you update it, Josh?
Go on then.
Okay, so out on track now, Scott Dixon taking a lap now, starting a lap going out of turn 1, Adam, and well, going past where we had a big crash, one of our airborne crashes last time. Adam, will we see more airborne crashes this year? Because there was quite a lot in the first couple of races of last year.
Well, I don't think so. I think tomorrow, hopefully it'll be a calmer race. They actually moved one of the tires. They actually moved one of the tire barriers a little bit, so there could be more side-by-side racing this year. So hopefully it'll be a clean race tomorrow. But you have rookies in the field. You have significant veterans, and everyone wants to get the first checkered flag of 2024 as we are on board with Scott McLaughlin driving for Team Penske again this year in 2024. Incredible year last year, and since we are on board with him now, I will come out and say my pick to win this year's race and this year's title. It is the driver who we are watching. We were on board with, and yes, I am going with the Kiwi, Scott McLaughlin, to win the race tomorrow and the NTT IndyCar Series Championship. He has had multiple years in the series. I think this is his year to shine. So, I think you know where I was going with that, Josh T.
Yes, I did know where you were going with that. As we are looking at Colton Herta going out the last corner now and across the line.
I must say, by the way, Josh T, perfect. That's better than mine.
Nice.
McLaughlin, O'Ward, Dixon, Armstrong, VK Herder coming across it. Not too far back. On board with Herta down to the braking zone for turn 4. Loving these cars. I love IndyCar being back. And to be honest with you, I can like the new timing screen when they start working. I think tomorrow in the race we'll get a good thing, but I'd like timing 71 back ASAP, thank you.
Yeah, when I am allowed to mess around with OBS, I mess around with OBS.
Yeah, it looks good.
You do.
We're in safe hands tomorrow with Josh T streaming as Power. I
wouldn't say that, Josh.
That'll be fine.
Yes. Yeah.
Have faith.
It wouldn't be me if I wasn't doing Creator Series tomorrow.
That's true. Jess will be stepping in, however, at Road America.
Yes.
That is correct. But good luck to Josh T tomorrow. He'll smash it.
Yeah. Not the first time.
No, Josh, don't play yourself down by that. You'll be amazing. You've led before. You've led competition before at JBMotorsports, and you've done a great job. So don't beat yourself down.
The one that comes to mind is the absolutely incredible battle through Westfield and Dingledale up through
Dingledale, yeah.
That was perfect.
With the touring cars last season.
Go on, can I just point out?
Was that Craft? Was that Craft?
No, Brands. Can I just point out?
That Brands Hatch.
Fabrice has said, you guys are great. Really getting better all the time. Thanks for being here and doing what you do. See, compliment. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here as well.
Thank you.
See, Josh, confidence. It's all about confidence. As we see the first runs through.
Confidence, I have it, but on stream, joking.
Look, none of us were expecting the mess that's happened with IndyCar live timing this weekend. It happened last year, if you remember.
I mean, to be fair.
Yeah, we sort of did, didn't we? It happened. It always happens at St. Pete. Remember last year? We went on air just before they came out the last corner.
Yes.
God,
I remember that.
It goes mad, honestly. I think we should start the season, after... Well, IndyCar need to do some tests of their own coverage. That's all I'm going to say. But at least we've got the new timing systems. We've implemented them to OBS brilliantly, and we'll deal with that until timing 71 comes back and we get our old graphics back. If we don't, just choose to keep these. Let's go Grosjean and French, says Louis. Yes.
Oui. Thank you, Louis.
He's down in the 11th at the moment, but he's only done one run. It's McLaughlin in the Fast 12. It's McLaughlin, Newgarden, Ericsson, Power, Herta, O'Ward. They're the 6 going through to the Firestone Fast 6. Down that, it's Rosenquist, Dixon, Armstrong, VK, Grosjean and Lundgaard. But they'll punch it again, and away we go. Come on.
It's under 4 minutes. As it goes 3 minutes 55 until we get to the Firestone Fast 6. So I'll ask you guys, starting with you, Josh B, who sits on the pole for the season opener here in St. Petersburg tomorrow?
I'm thinking Romain Grosjean, but he's down in 11th place now. He's really strong early on. So now I'm looking towards that of McLaughlin, Newgarden. Them two who were trading places. And whenever the season started, they've been 1-2. So I think
I've got a prediction.
Go on, Jess.
I'm gonna go with Colton Herter.
Oh,
good pick. Strong pick as well, actually. It's one of these weekends.
Hey, Josh T, you're up. Who sits on the pole for tomorrow?
Scott McLaughlin, pole win.
Oh, okay. Scotty Mac.
Is that your pick a winner by any chance, Josh T?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't picked that yet. I'll pick it after qualifying. And Adam's already got
Yeah,
his.
that's what I'm doing. Well, I've got 1 point in pick a winner because Max Verstappen won, so I've got my first point. Let's go!
Oh yeah, I picked Max. Oh, I got a point. Hey!
Yes, I got a point too because I think Max Verstappen too. So, I guess, Josh T, I guess you would.
Come on.
I guess Josh T, you read my mind too because I'm going with Scotty Mac to sit on the pole, and of course, Scotty Mac won the race tomorrow.
Scott McLaughlin pick a winner for mine on Grid Network, but
Two
that's who I'm
pick
going
a winners for Scott McLaughlin. Come on, what's the
what have you got
times?
for what have you got for NASCAR?
for. Blaney.
Yeah, I've got Blaney too, to be fair. You
Not
got
bad,
Larson?
actually, yeah.
Phoenix is a short
got
track.
Larson.
It's
Yeah.
I'm
Louis
looking forward
says
to
in the YouTube chat. When Louis says in the YouTube chat, I was at St. Pete last year for the race. It was an amazing moment. Cool, Louis. It's called. You can stick with us all year long here at JB Motorsports, and we'll have complete coverage of the NTT IndyCar Series season, taking you from the green flag at St. Petersburg all the way to the checkered flag at Nashville Super Speedway.
And by then, either I'll be in a stretcher.
I have one word for the broadcasts, and last year at St. Pete, chaos.
Yeah, it didn't go well, did it? I left the commentary box that night, and I was like, well, to be fair, we've had a bad weekend anyway. So, in terms of everything going wrong, has gone wrong. So we're fine.
You see, the helicopter is following Scott Dixon around the other year for Chip Ganassi Racing. So my question to you guys, starting with you, Josh B. How many races will Scott Dixon win this year for Chip Ganassi?
5. He'll do a high 5. Award, by the way, McLaughlin, Newgarden, Ericsson, Power Herder. They're all improving the lap times. Newgarden up to 2nd. Josh T, what about you?
I think 5 is actually a good answer, JB. But for once, I'm going to be different, and I'm going to say 4.
Oh, okay. I reckon he'll win a couple of ovals. I reckon he might do the 500 as well. That's an early shot. Ericsson to the top. That's put McLaughlin in trouble. And McLaughlin's out in the provisional standings with 35 to go. And he's a second off. McLaughlin will not make it to the Firestone Fast 6 at the moment. Ericsson, Grosjean, VK Award, Newgarden, Armstrong in that mix. Power's gone 4th. Womble with Herter. In fact, Dixon only goes 8th. Dixon doesn't do it. Herter straight to the top. Herter 53.3. 59.3, I should say, sorry. So he's gone straight there. Award goes 4th. Checkered flags out. Herter. I think Newgarden's improving as well. That's it. And Newgarden might be it. Newgarden goes up. But now Power, Armstrong, McLaughlin, Rosenquist, they're all improving as well as Herter. Award pits. He thinks he's safe enough. I don't think he is. We're about to see times crumble here. Cross the line. It's out of the last penultimate corner here. So he can get straight to the pits. They've all lost it a bit. New McLaughlin might just make it through, so might Rosenquist. Across the line, takes the flag. Did he make it? I don't think he did. Herter, Newgarden, Ericsson, Grosjean, Award, VK. McLaughlin's still there. Rosenquist goes through. He kicks out VK. McLaughlin, he only goes 9th. Top 6, Rosenquist, Herter, Newgarden, Ericsson, Grosjean, Award. Wow. Out goes VK, Power.
McLaughlin's out.
Yeah, along with Armstrong,
Wow.
Dixon and
Wow.
Longard.
Oh. Wow.
Didn't see that coming.
Neither did I.
My God.
Go Felix Rosenquist for Meyershank Racing. First year in the car. First year in the car, and he has a shot to claim pole here at St. Pete.
I'm surprised.
Joseph Newgarden, I do believe is the highest team Nancy car as we see Scott McLaughlin coming out, and he does not look happy at all in that number 3.
Straight behind the wall.
And
let's hand over to NBC. Go on.
Yeah. Scott McLaughlin, he can win from back there. It just that it may.
Oh, what happened to Newgarden?
Mistake.
Touch the wall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's hand over.
Josh.
Yes, go on.
I am going to say it now. I think this is the best looking OBS I have done for JB Motorsports.
Excellent.
Let's go, Josh.
I think we'll keep
We
this.
see here,
Go on, Adam.
as we see, here are the drivers that are advancing to the Firestone Fast 6. It is Felix Rosenquist, Colton Herta, Joseph Newgarden, Marcus Ericsson, Romain Grosjean, and Pato O'Ward. And I think it was a disappointing effort for Scott McLaughlin. We all thought he was going to advance to the Firestone Fast 6. It did not happen, but he can win
My
from.
pick's still
he can
there.
win- he can win from 9th. It's no problem.
Let's hand over to NBC for a catch-up as we go into the session.
Everyone kept asking me why I haven't won this race, and they look at you like you're a failure if you don't win it.
15 years to get here. It's a long time. It's a lot of us.
That's a big win for Team Penske. Being able to come down here and put it on the pin.
Team Penske at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and Joseph Newgarden finally wins the Indianapolis 500.
I wanted to win it so bad. I knew we could. I knew we were capable.
The Rolex 24 is won by Porsche Penske Motorsport for the first time since 1969. The captain's squad has done it.
Just to think about today, the biggest crowd they've had here for a sports car race. My hat's off to him.
On the clock, make it official. Joey Logano wins the pole here tonight in Daytona.
Huge deal for Team Penske.
Yes, you throw in there Joseph winning the 500. Ryan Blaney with the NASCAR Cup Series Championship. The Rolex 24, the World Endurance Sports Car Championship. There has been so much going on for the captain's drivers all over the world. Speaking of Team Penske, Marty's there.
One of them will not make the Firestone Fast 6. That's Will Power. Boy, halfway through that final lap, it looked like you were going to be a lock to make the Fast 6. What happened?
Yeah, I think the 60 was backing Scott up, and so he had to back up. So then I had to start. I had to finish that second lap just to be 8th, and then starting my third lap on him. So he just was kind of hurting. So I just aborted it. But still, man, top 12, P8. Definitely raced from there. Car has been really good all weekend. Certainly, man, you got to dig deep in these qualifying sessions. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, we'll see what we can do tomorrow. Very, very determined to have a good year and have a good race. So it's a good start. Anytime you're in the top 10 of this series, it's pretty good, or top 12. Yeah, would love to have got in the top 6. So tight, but good starting spot.
Well, how have the conditions been this weekend? It's warm here in St. Pete. First race of the year, always a challenge. Physically, how is it behind the wheel? Brutal, honestly. It's like a bloody sauna or a steam room. Yeah, you're struggling in the car, but it's always that way the first race. By the last race, you're kind of like, you're so race fit, you're good. That's the first time all weekend you've been digging deep, you know, for hundreds, and you feel it coming in. You're like, get the air on me. But yeah, great series, man. It's so tight. It's, really enjoy it. Will Power will start 8th tomorrow. Kevin?
Marcus Armstrong is going to start 10th. You were trying to find every inch of available track. Did you brush the wall a few times in round 1 and then still advance?
Yeah, I did. In round 1, I was driving well, I think, taking the appropriate amount of risk. I'm pretty disappointed with myself in the second round. It's a shame because, yeah, I felt confident out there, and I'm pretty disappointed with my lap. But you're right, yeah, I touched the wall a few times, but this thing is pretty rock solid. You can't break an IndyCar, so I slammed the wall a couple of times, you know, purposely, of course, but yeah, it's all good, all in one piece, and we can fight from there tomorrow for sure.
So what can you do from beyond mid-pack? What opportunities are there to move forward?
I believe we have a good race car. I mean, we were fast here last year in the race, and I've always felt confident going from quali to race with this Chip Ganassi racing car, the Ridgeline Lubricants number 11. It is always very well balanced in a race situation. So I have all the faith in the world that we're going to go forwards, but it's going to take me a couple of minutes to get over that average quali lap. But yeah.
Thank you, Marcus. Georgia.
VK is going to start 7th, and Renus, that was a monster run. And was that a product of off-season work?
Definitely was. The team put in a lot of effort. We've got new people on the team now too, and the group has become stronger. I know Team Chevy put a lot of effort in giving us more power, which I feel like that definitely helped. And I've also looked in the mirror and looked at myself and tried to find weak spots and things to get better at. And I mean, I think all those boxes have been checked. Of course, we thought we made it into a group to the Fast 6, but we did not at the end. But pretty close. I'm really happy with my lap, happy with the whole weekend so far. And I mean, I won a race from the only race I've won was from P7, so yeah, that's a good omen.
You have been strong all weekend long. Where does this put your confidence going into tomorrow?
Makes me very confident. Honestly, I think I'm a better racer than a qualifier. So, you know, as long as we can understand the tires and we can keep the tires underneath us, and yeah, I think we're gonna have a great race. At least I have a lot less cars to pass, and well, I mean, it's nice to be ahead of the mess most of the time.
And Renus VK is gonna roll off 7th tomorrow. Marty.
A chat with Scott Dixon, who will wind up starting 11th tomorrow. When we talked earlier today, you said, man, this has been a hard tire to figure out and a little unpredictable. Was it any better, though, in that session, Scott?
I think Q1 went pretty well for us. You know, I think for us, it's really hard to find the capability of the car. We push, you know, hard. You push a little bit harder, and then you lose the front. So I think, you know, everybody's fighting similar probably issues, but we just seem to be kind of on the outside edge of the box opposed to right in the middle of it, where some of the others are. But yeah, kind of started to catch power in that one, and then I should have aborted and then should have gone again and didn't, and just in the end just had way too much understeer to really put a lap together.
Is it one of those things, Scott, when you're learning a new tire where the edge is so fine it's easy to go over it and is also easy to underplay it?
It is, but I think, you know, when you're in the sweet spot, then everything's just easier. You know, the car's way more consistent, it's way easier to drive, and, you know, I think we've seen, you know, some teams hit the ground really running this weekend. We've kind of been both ends of the spectrum and kind of clustered in the middle, I'd say, around qualifying. You know, kudos to Armstrong, you know, with 10th there, but that was the best of our cars at the moment. So, you know, I'm sure we'll work hard tonight, try and figure it out for tomorrow.
Still some work to do, Kevin, for the Chip Ganassi group.
Christian Lundgaard is going to start 12th. I remember both you and Graham Rahal last year had some issues going into the race with braking. Any issues this year? What kept you from advancing?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the last lap, I did have a massive rear locking into turn 1, which was basically what cost me the shot at that lap. But throughout the whole weekend, I don't think we've been competitive enough. There's been moments of shine. We haven't been able to put it together, but basically I think we've been 12th, 13th, and 12th in each session that we've done so far. So we're pretty much there in the middle. We're at the cut line. We didn't quite manage to get it, which is unfortunate, but it's good to be back in the 45 Hy-Vee Honda for another season.
There's another session tomorrow morning, a warm-up. Everybody approaches it differently. First race of the season, is it more about still trying to develop the car to make it better?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I think you'll see a little bit of a split in the drivers that have been driving all winter, right? So I think that's what makes it bittersweet at this point, because you see so many of them transferring. Obviously, they are in good cars as well, but you know, it's a bittersweet feeling, you know, not having been in the car all winter and having one day at Sebring and then showing up here, you know, expected to perform as we ended the season. I think it's a tough task as well, but you know, that's what we really get paid for. That's why we're here. So. It's good to be back in the car. I'm proud of the team. I'm proud for actually advancing through the first one, because I knew that was going to be tight. A lot of quick cars out there, so we made it.
Christian.
Lead driver after that qualifying session in Rahal Letterman Lanigan on this 80-degree afternoon, 81% humidity, and wind is pretty stiff at 16 miles per hour here for qualifying.
It really is getting bad out there, but we're in the final 5 minutes.
6 and 5.
So, it's Rosenquist, Herta, Newgarden, Ericsson, Grosjean and O'Ward picking out to get a victory. Scotty Mack, a wall power for pole. Smoking Joe Newgarden for the win tomorrow, says Fabrice. And any links? No, actually, because we're having to do ourselves through IndyCar Live. So, usually it would help, but IndyCar Live is what we've got. Trust me, if we had another way around it, we would be using that rather than IndyCar Live, but we didn't. So Jess helped us out with that one completely, otherwise we would have been not bringing you this coverage live. In fact, I believe Sky started 8 minutes ago on their TV pictures. What? Yeah, Sky. There's,
no way.
Yeah, they're showing an hour delayed, so we're on Fire Stick at the moment watching it.
They are only having an hour delay because of the F1.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh.
I'm here.
I was going to send you a screenshot of how it looked finished, but the Fast 6, because it's only 6 drivers, have messed all of it up. But I don't know if you saw it when I quickly turned it on the OBS when we were down on an interview, but it looked so good.
I did see it. It looked okay. Yeah. That looks great. Honestly, perfect. So, sorted for tomorrow. Perfect. Can't wait.
Kind of, yes.
Thank you.
On board with Herta. Now it's Grosjean at the moment on provisional pole. Second year running. There is Newgarden, Rosenquist, O'Ward, Herta, Ericsson. On board with Herta. And Herta now been dropped down to 6th place. Newgarden and Rosenquist are improving on their times. Grosjean's decided to come into the pit lane. So maybe it's a new set of boots because he's come back out on the track. So yeah, he's going to red tyre at the moment. We're on board with Herta. So he's changing over as it comes through. Loads in. And Newgarden goes top. Newgarden was 3/10 faster than Grosjean. Tell you what, Adam, it's going to be the last one on the track, isn't it, to get this one? Even though it's only a 6-minute session, it's so critical to get this one right.
Yes, it is, Josh. And it's 6 different teams here in the Firestone Fast 6 who have a shot to win the pole. So each of them does not have a teammate. They're all on their own. And I kind of get it. It's kind of like... It's like a parody. It's nice to see different teams, getting after the pole, and not having a teammate to help them out. I think all I can say is with this, I think we're in for a cracker of a race tomorrow on the streets of St. Petersburg. And as we are going board with Colton Herta, as we're going for a lap here on the streets of St. Petersburg, Florida. I like how they start on the airport runways because it takes me back to the years when the NTT IndyCar Series used to run on the historic Lakefront Airport in Cleveland, Ohio, and boy, would I want to see a race back there again. I think these modern fans would love to see a race, back there, fans like myself, and you guys, grew up with back in the day. I think it's past due. What do you guys think? You want to see the IndyCar Series return to the airport runways of Berkeley Front Airport in Cleveland, Ohio?
I want Cleveland back on the calendar so bad. It's such an amazing circuit. And that 5 wide we can have at parts of the track is unbelievable. Rosenquist, Grosjean improving. Newgarden, Herta, O'Ward, Ericsson. I agree with what everybody's saying in the chat. Of course, Newgarden back in the Andretti squad alongside Herta. But technically it's 2 different teams because it's Gamebridge who run that car, not the Andretti full squad. It's a bit different how it works out, isn't it? But you've been there. As it comes through. No. Skip ads. Don't you dare put any ads on. Naughty YouTube. They fly it back through. O'Ward jumps to the top. 59.7417. O'Ward right up there to provisional pole position. And Grosjean comes into the pits. Grosjean throws it into the pit lane. So I thought he might be doing a bit of a difference. Here's Paolo O'Ward, pole sitter at the moment in the McLaren. I really hope it's good. 50 seconds after the session. I think Ericsson and Grosjean are done for the day, guys. So Ericsson 6th, Grosjean 4th at best. Hertz is going to go for it, but O'Ward's 2 tenths up. Come on. McLaren for pole with O'Ward. That's a possibility. Fast from Pato says, yeah. Oh, and he's almost in the wall! Almost put it in the wall, Pato O'Ward. He's still going to go faster across the line. O'Ward takes it faster, 59.6. Herta, 59.8. 2 seconds off. He's no improvement. Newgarden and Rosenquist still might have it. Checker flags out. Who's on pole position? Newgarden crosses the line. He takes it. 59.5. And Rosenquist goes second with a 59.772. They're separated by 58 thousandths of a second, 5 thousandths of a second, and then we have taken a step further. Checkered flag is out. Joseph Newgarden has pole position for the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. Rosenquist impressive in second. O'Ward is third. Herta fourth. Grosjean fifth. Ericsson sixth. But Newgarden, he took it and ran with it at the line. Wow! He is happy with that one. Adam, I didn't expect that. Fantastic lap.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Josh. What a performance from Joseph Newgarden for Team Penske. Sorry. You think this is Team Penske's year after what's happened with happened at the Royal 24 Hours Daytona and Ryan Blaney winning the NASCAR Cup Series championship last year and Joey Logano sitting on the pole for the Daytona 500 this year. I don't know what the good Captain Roger Penske is drinking right now, but whatever it is, I want some of it.
What a session, Josh T. How's the equipment looking?
As Charles Leclerc said when he was wearing the banana costume, I have never looked so good. The OBS is, and I'm saying about the OBS, it's never looked so good.
Fab. We're in safe hands. Jess, what do you make of quali?
I'm eating.
All right. Wish I was. You deserve it. Rosenquist starts second on the grid. Let's go over then and listen in from NBC. They might be on an ad break, you know. The drivers are the first couple of rows.
Celebrations is manager,
here we go, we're back.
F1 driver and INDYCAR driver Stefan Johansson there as well. But it's all about this guy. And Marty's standing by for Joseph Newgarden, the pole position winner.
Diff, when I asked Joseph Newgarden what he wanted to improve this year yesterday, he quickly said we have to get a pole. Not getting one last year did not sit well with me, and quote, that was not cool. He does it in the first race of the year on the pole here at St. Pete. Hugs for the crew, guys. Let's grab him real quick. Tim Cindric, the strategist and president of Team Penske. How about that? What did you say to me yesterday when you said, what do you need to improve? You quickly said, we've got to get poles. Luke Mason, the engineer, you did that. Did you think it was going to come in race one, though?
No, man. Gosh, I get jacked up every time I show up for an IndyCar race. It's like, you know, it's an elevated level when you start out the year because you just don't know. You have no idea if you're going to keep coming back and producing results. It's very difficult. You saw how tight it was, and I didn't know that this would come today. I just thought, look, let's get through round one, let's get through round two, and then, you know, see what we can make happen in the Fast Six. So just really proud of this team. This is a rock star team. I love everybody on it. So I'm happy to be back. You know, 2024 we start right with Team Chevy and PPG, and you know, we're here to go after it every weekend.
Qualifying and racing, completely different things, Joseph, but a big focus for Team Penske were the street courses in the offseason. What kind of sign is this today for tomorrow, maybe?
Well, you have to give hats off to Team Chevy. They listened to every bit of feedback we had. They took a lot of meetings, and they delivered today. Absolutely what we were asking for, they made better all around. And it's not easy to do that. You know, we asked for a menu of items, and they were like, okay, we're going to give you everything. You don't always get that every year. And I just feel like they knew they had to do even more this offseason, just like us. And I don't want to Chevrolet did their part, but I think us at Team Penske, what we needed to do with our chassis, we did the exact same thing. So us together, I think we can have a really strong year.
You did not get to collect one of these for the mantle this year, but you do this year in the first race of the year. Joseph Newgarden, P1 here at St. Pete, Georgia.
And his first time qualifying with Meyer Shank Racing, and he puts it on the front row. It smiles all around. You just told me when you have the feeling, you have the feeling. So do you have that feeling?
Here, definitely. It's been a really solid start so far. Big thanks to Auto Nation, Sirius XM, Meyer Shank Racing. It's been an incredible start to us. Honestly, we're still, kind of biting ourselves a little bit, and we don't want to get carried away. Obviously, the race is a different challenge, but as I said, we had a feeling from practice rolling off the truck, and that's great. It's not often you have that, especially not when you're the first weekend with a new team. So yeah, big thanks to everyone. It's we'll see what we can do here. How much does this motivate you for tomorrow? Oh, massively. I think historically qualifying has been strong for me, so I still want to make sure we execute for the race, and I've been focusing a lot already this weekend to kind of start thinking about the race already yesterday, and what we could do with the tire dag and race pace and all that. So I'm still, that's a big question mark because we haven't really done a long run this year yet. So warm-up will be really useful for us, and hopefully we can be as quick as we were today. By .006, Felix Rosenqvist is going to start on the front row. Kevin.
Romain Grosjean is going to start 5th in his debut for Hunkos Hollinger in a car that qualified, I think, 19th and 22nd here the last 2 years. So you didn't back up the pole, but in some ways, is this almost as satisfying?
It is very satisfying, but a pole is going to stay a pole, Last year one was very, very special. So this year I was hoping we could get into the Fast 6 after FP1, but I wasn't quite sure about it. We made it. I think the Fast 6, I had double upshifted on my lap, so that didn't help. We didn't have the speed from the guys at the front, but I think we could have been a bit closer. Anyway, I'm very proud of everything that's been done. I think Chevy's been helping us a lot going on the simulator and on track. The team has worked a long way since Sebring, where I wasn't sure we'd be top 10 in qualifying, and here we are. So, I'm very happy with that. Obviously, the race, when it counts, is tomorrow, but we have a good baseline.
So how far ahead are you? I think we all felt like we're going to need some patience here. Now it's reset. It's go try to get a win, isn't it?
I told you on Thursday, what's patience? It's a very, very good qualifying. I think everything clicked really well for us this weekend. I still think we have some work to be done, but I think the guys have a very clear idea of where I want improvement to be made, and that's what we're going to try.
Lee, patience is for people like you and me. Romain Grosjean and these people are race car drivers. That's not really in the vocabulary.
Well done, Roman. Well done, Hunkos Hollinger Racing, and well done, Joseph Newgarden, the NTTP1 award winner. Last year, he started 14th here. Tomorrow, he starts first.
And if you thought IndyCar was becoming predictable, well, guess again, because the top 3 drivers in the championship last year will fire off in 9th, 11th, and 13th. They factor nowhere in the top 10, James. It's going to be fun to watch some of that strength come from the back. We're talking about Dixon, Palou, and Scott McLaughlin.
All there in order there, in a row. Rows 5, 6, and 7. Row 8, all McLaren with Rossi and Callum Ilott. Big surprises back here. Kyle Kirkwood not getting the lap we expected, given where his teammates were. And then a slew of rookies headed up by Tom Blomqvist. Props to him for pulling out fastest of the 5 rookies.
Yeah, on that scorecard, Blomqvist absolutely delivering. Colin Brown in his first ever IndyCar start, his first open wheel race in a long time. He was a teenager last time he did this, and Jack Harvey back in the series. Nice to see.
So tomorrow, what a day.
So, all wrapped up then, let's catch up with the team, starting with Adam. What did you make of that session?
Well, all I can say is this. Tomorrow's season opener is going to be incredible. Congrats to Joseph Newgarden. What a performance for Felix Rosenqvist, Charlie from Meyer Shank Racing. Romain Grosjean coming over to Hunkos Hollinger Racing. All I can say is, folks, you do not want to miss the season opener tomorrow, and we'll have complete coverage starting at noon time Eastern, 5 p.m. in the UK for green flag to checkered as we kick off the 2024 NTT IndyCar Series. Grab your popcorn, folks. It's going to be one incredible race, and I cannot wait.
Josh T.
well, from what I've seen of it, it looked as a good session, but for the OBS for tomorrow, it looks even better. The stats, Josh, on the timing screen.
Yeah.
They are on there. It looks anyway. And enough about tooting my own horn. The session, a couple of drivers hitting a wall, which we see quite a lot at street circuits like this. Of course, if you go just over the limits a little bit too much, the tiniest mistake, and you end up in that wall. So we'll have to see if any suspension gets broken tomorrow. I do think we will have a suspension broken tomorrow as well, but we'll have to see.
Jess.
Am I not on mute? I think
we can
am
hear
I
you.
good? Okay, good. Nice to see New Garden take the pole for tomorrow. I think I like to Petersburg, like I was saying. It always provides some great racing. Hopefully not as many cautions as last year, because otherwise it could be chaos. But yeah, I won't be able to catch most of the race. We'll only be able to catch the last half of it, but still, it should be a good one. And I can't wait.
I'm the same, sadly. But yeah, thanks guys for your coverage today as well. We'll see you tomorrow for all the action. Reminders coming up tomorrow. We've got Moto 3, Moto 2, MotoGP and INDYCAR. Then after that, NASCAR. It's going to be a long day again. But it's a slightly later start, so we get to chill in the morning. Thanks for your company today. We'll see you tomorrow. From us all here, bye for now.